I'm at the end of the lot for the property off of Campus Drive. That's Brian Shaw's house. That's above it, and this is a couple other homes in the area. And I'm about to go back from the beginning, but that's one of the part of the parcels on that ridge. We're going to be moving back to the this is a steep section, but there are other sections that are more gentle slopes. This area obviously would not be conducive to building anything other than a very steep hillside home, but when you consider the properties over on Thornhill and Elberton, well, this is pretty much would be an easy build, although there are probably 4 plateaus where you can build a house that would, and that is a canyon, that would be fairly level, and you just need a road to service them. And this is a solar panel that someone has for this house, and that's another house in the back. All of these houses are probably around the $2 million range. So we're gonna take a look at what we could do if we developed these homes. Now I may have to cut off the video for a while I maneuver to some of the better spots. Now this is, I think, one of the choice spots. As you can see the view. If you can get a road to service this area, it wouldn't take that much moving of soil to try to get the layout that you like. Okay, now across we'll be going to the other flat area, this hill. We're moving down here. This is quite an area. It might be wise to put 2 houses on each one of these little flatter areas. Like over there, for instance. You can probably put 2 houses over there where the tree is. And this one would be ideal for one house. I think if you readjust the property lines so that you can maybe change this into 5-acre parcels, maybe 4 5-acre parcels, and put a very impressive house here, and again, like there, which is part of the property. All along this area here is part of the property. As you can see, that would be quite impressive. And we're still moving down this one parcel here. That would be nice for it. Putting up a road here shouldn't be difficult because there wouldn't be no need to make the road in the normal slalom frame structure as you would when you would put a road that's very steep. You may be able to get 2 homes on this mound, particularly if it's sloped properly, so that one house is oriented higher with a view, and the lower house would also be oriented with a view. We're moving along the southern portion of the property. I haven't walked down this area previously, but as you can see, this area looks as though it would be very appropriate for extending. At first I suggested 2, but I'm thinking possibly 3 houses over here. And this is still going down. We haven't made it quite to the lower area yet. But this is probably as far as I would go. Okay. And has some very striking views. It trims some of the trees around here. And here's the bottom where the other houses are. And we're moving back towards the area that I just came from, but we're taking a lower course. I hear some deer in the distance, I believe they're deer. And this area here would also be nice for development. We're moving back along this deer trail, and I can see birds flying in the area. And I think I can crawl under this, but I think I'll walk around the path rather than go under. And we're moving back to the main section here, where we will cross and go back to the other side. I think I may have to go up a little higher, follow the deer, but I think I've come down a little low here. The deer smell me, and they're wondering what I'm doing in their area. Now, as you can see, there's a lot of foliage here that some of them needs to be trimmed back because it's a real fire hazard. It has the number of the thickness of the needles. Is quite dangerous. I'm moving back, as you can see that deer there. Okay. And I'll be going up that path to this area. If I can maneuver myself through. I may have to go down a little farther. I may have to double back to get the original path. But, oh, here we go. This is the path made by a deer, as you can see. He's curious to know what I'm doing here. And okay, we're walking down to, I'm gonna pause this for a minute.